Hey there and very welcome to this video. In this video, we'll basically create a program which will generate random images for you. You have to just give the input that how many random images you want to generate, and the rest will done by the program. And also you can select the file extension of your choice. Right? So let's start this video, and for that let's create a file named generator.py. Okay, generator.py, and for this project you just need to import one module which is requests. Okay, so let's import request, and if you haven't installed request, you can open your command prompt and type pip install requests. Okay, and that request module will get installed. After that, um we'll open our Chrome and type picture generator URL, and you'll find a website named Lorem Pixum, and in this website you can see there is a link provided which we'll first copy and then paste, and you can see it has generated a pic. Now for the second time, let's enter the same link we have copied, and now you can see this time this picture is different. Let's go ahead and do the same thing one more time, and as you can see the picture is different now also. So I hope you understood what this link will do. This link will basically generate different image every time we paste it or every time we use it, right? And also you can change the resolution of the picture. If I change its width from 200 to 2000 and its height from 300 to 3000, the quality of the image will get better, right? So let's go ahead and paste it one more time. Oh, sorry. um 2000 and 3000 I have to do this time, right? So 2000 and 3000, and as you can see this picture is different, and every time I do the same thing, what this link will do, firstly let me just copy it. And yeah, what I was saying is that every time I paste it, this will generate a random picture with better resolution this time, right? So as we've copied this, we have to name a variable named URL, and then I'll give this link right here, right? And after that, let me show you how you can use it. Let me give you the basic tech we'll be using in this video. So let's first open this file, and let's first give the file name. So let's give the file name Yash, or you know what, yash.jpg. Okay, and we'll be opening it in write binary mode, right? Because we want to write it in a file, and we're using write binary. We're using this B after W is because this is a picture mode, so this is not a text, this is a picture. So for that we have to use this binary also, right? And we'll be opening it as F, and then we'll write it, and we'll write something in this yash.jpg, and we'll be writing um, r.content. And you might be wondering what is r.content. So r, let's first do this. R is equal to requests dot get URL. My bad, I have to do it right here after I name the URL. So let me explain what this is. So if you have a slight um, understanding of the request module, you should know that by doing this, we send a get request to the URL provided. So we are sending a get request to this URL, right? And what get request basically means is that we are just use this control dot click, right? And what this will do, it will basically generate the image, the same as copy pasting, right? So yeah. And what is r dot content? R dot content is basically the content we get after sending the get request to this URL, right? So yeah, now let's go ahead and save this and run this program. See if yes.jpg gets created with a random image. And firstly, let me show you that there is no image named yes.jpg in my local computer, right? As you can see, I've searched yes and there is no yes.jpg now, but once I run this program and this program gets done, now if I search yes, um, now if I search yes, yeah, there is a JPG file. As you can see, yes.jpg, and it has generated this image, right? So first, let me delete it because I don't want any uh, not wanted files in my computer. Okay, so I have explained this basic thing to you. We are going to use um, this basic tech in our system, right? So the next step we are going to do is that we are going to take and num input, right? Which uh, will take an num input, and the type of that input will be int, right? So let's go ahead with how many images. Okay, how many images, and then one more input we're going to take, and that input will be extension, uh, extension input. Okay, and this will also be an input in which we'll type what type of um, input, no, not input, what type of image, right? In which you can enter JPG, JPEG, PNG, or anything else, right? So after that, what we'll be doing is that we'll use a while loop, right? And for that, we'll first name a variable I, and we'll give the value of I 1, right? And then we'll use the while loop, and we'll do while I is lesser than or equals to what? Num input. Num input. What we'll be doing? We'll be doing um, this. What we'll be doing is that we'll firstly send a get request to this URL only, right? We'll firstly send a get request to this URL, and then what we'll do is that um, we use a f string first, and not yes.jpg, but we'll use this I. Okay, I'll explain you in a second what I'm doing, but first let me do what I'm doing, and then here extension input. Okay, and then the rest will be the same. And we'll also do one more thing, is that we'll open image dictionary. As you can see, here is the images folder, so we'll open the images folder, and then in the images folder I want to save the files, right? So we'll be doing this, and after this we'll be doing I plus equals to I. And what this means is that this basically means I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, this basically means that. I hope you understood. Okay, so I think this exercise is completed. Let me run and I explain you one more time how this works. So let's first open this folder and run this program. Okay, so how many images? So let's go ahead with 5 images. What type of images? So let's go ahead with PNG images. As you can see, 1.png, 2.png, 4.png. Okay, so I found out what was the error. Actually, the error is in not my computer, but in my code. And what is the error is that I have written I is equal to plus equals to I, which doesn't mean I is equal to I plus 1, right? It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean I is equal to I plus 1, but it means I is equal to I plus I, which doesn't make sense, right? So what I have to do is that I have to do I is equal to plus equals to 1, which will mean I is equal to I plus 1, right? So now if I run this program and type how many images, so let's type 5, and what type of images, so let's type PNG. 5 images will get generated, 1.png, then 2.png, 3.png, 4.png, and 5.png. As you can see, 1.png is right here, 2.png, then 3.png, 4.png, 5.png. Right, so this program is indeed working very fine. If you want this code, I'll provide this code in the description of this video. You can definitely go ahead and play with this code. If you want to work with me, I'm open to do any freelance work. Every detail of me is in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment. You can definitely work with me, and I'll meet you in the next video. Till then,